Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are planning out the week that was the 26th of November to the 2nd of December. It is the first week of December, the first week of Christmas kits for 2023. I kind of find it a little bit funny that it is October 11th, 2024 today, and I'm only just sitting down to do voiceovers for December 2023. It is what it is. Unfortunately, life has been crazy, and I will hopefully at some point catch you guys up, but I don't know when that will be at this point, to be honest. Because it's just been wild. It's been absolute madness. But with that said, I will let you guys know that behind the scenes, albeit slow, I am still working on filming and uploading my 2024 spreads. So there is that to look forward to. And I am hoping that I can kind of upload them consistently and quickly so that you guys will get a lot of videos and that I can be somehow, by some miracle, caught up when 2025 starts. I don't know how that's going to go, because if you guys have been around a while, you know that I start my years behind. And I think I was only a couple of weeks behind leading into 2024. So I was really excited. I was like, yeah, I'm going to catch up. And, I kept really on top of things. And then life. That's all I have to say about that. But I'm still going to be planning. I'm still going to be filming, uploading. I did have plans to do not Vlogmas, but Planmas this year. But I don't know how that's going to go now. I guess in a way I can probably do a Planmas in that I can post a video like every day in December, because I have so much content that I can literally post a video every day in December. So maybe I'll just do that and then kind of just post the rest of things sporadically, but we'll see what happens. So I guess let's go ahead and talk about this spread. So first things first, the spread is from plannerface. It is a non-traditional getting ready for posting Christmas gifts. Yeah, I don't know, just getting ready for Christmas kit. That's kind of the vibes that I got from this. And I remember when I was picking my Christmas kits for 2023, I just had no idea what I wanted to do. I absolutely hoard Christmas kits. Like as of right now, I think my 2024 collection, I probably have enough kits to do like 3 months worth of Christmas spreads. So I am looking forward to December in that I can use, I think, 5 Christmas spreads I've calculated before we hit 2025. So that'll knock out a good chunk. But then again, who are we kidding? I'm going to buy everyone's Christmas releases anyway. So we're just going to keep on keeping on. I swear at this point, I'm going to need an album purely for Christmas kits. But because of that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do when it came to my Christmas spreads for 2023. I had a range of like muted pastel Christmas kits. I had bright and colorful Christmas kits. I had very traditional Christmas kits. So I've kind of tried to lean into all of them. So this one is the blues, the greens, there's like the brown and kind of like, I guess, colorful in a way, but also kind of not overly bright in a sense. And then I do like a more pastel muted kit. And then we kind of lean into like traditional Christmas, and then we kind of lean into traditional Christmas featuring yellow. So you'll see that over the next couple of spreads. But as I mentioned, this kit is from Plannerface. I believe that the underlays that I'm using are from Girl Boss Anna. I think that's kind of it. I didn't go over the top with foil on this one. I don't know if I'll go back and foil it. At this point, I feel like I have so many spreads dating back to like, I don't even know, 2020 that I need to go back and finish because they're like half done or incomplete. And I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to go back and finish them. But I feel like at this point, I kind of just need to like dust my hands of it and move on, because I'm so far behind with like a current planner that like going back and finishing those spreads, I don't know if it'll ever happen. And whilst I wait for that to happen, my stickers are sitting in a pile and I could just be getting rid of them instead of having clutter all over my house, because literally I have planner stuff all over my house and my husband hates it. But we'll see what happens. So for this particular spread, my sidebar is pretty stock standard for what was 2023. I think if I look back, I don't even remember. I started doing like the little circles and the little decorative like things, and then I switched it up and I was using the paint splodges from Plannerface and then putting a script and some deco. So that's kind of what I've done with this planner. Sorry if you can hear any noises. I'm kind of flicking around my planner whilst I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, I've used 3 full boxes in my sidebar, and the only thing that I've marked in my sidebar is that this week we were watching Animal Kingdom. Honestly feels like a lifetime ago at this point, but that is what we were watching. And then whilst Planner Mel is fiddling with headers and trying to make sure that everything is perfectly aligned, we'll go ahead and start talking through the day by day. So first things first, on Monday, I did mark at the top of the day there that I had a sleep in. So I'm assuming that I was off work this day, but no, I was not. No, sorry, I was off work this day, but not this week. So I had the Monday off, so I slept in. I marked doing some laundry, had a little bit of a YouTube binge. Then I've noted that I watched a movie on Netflix called Eleanor Knows. I can't remember what it was about. I guess that's the problem with like trying to do voiceovers from a year ago. I don't really remember. And then I remember in 2023, I wanted to make a big thing of like watching Christmas movies. I feel like I want to do that every year, but it doesn't really happen that way. So I always try to watch as many Christmas movies as I can, and I try and sprinkle, the old favorites in amidst some new ones. So I watched a Christmas movie this week called I Believe in Santa. Again, couldn't tell you what it was about, couldn't tell you who was in it, but maybe it was the rom-com one. There was a rom-com one where the guy was like Santa. And yeah, I don't know. I Believe in Santa. Might be on Netflix this year. Don't know. And then I also watched Love Hard. That one I do remember. That one had a Nina Dobrev in it. And it's like a whole catfishing situation where they've been talking for a while and then they go to meet up and the guy is not what she thought the guy looked like. And there's this whole thing. And then because he's told his family about her, they kind of agree to go along with it. And then, yeah. So there is that one. Then we go ahead and jump into Tuesday. So this week I have used some flat lace to mark my work schedule. I usually do that when my weeks are kind of non-eventful and I don't have much happening. So I'm assuming that there wasn't much on this week. So I've done that. I then marked that I had some coffee and that I did some tidying up. Generally, tidying up is done after work if I can be bothered, because I know 2024, like October 2024, me cannot be bothered. But apparently back then I could be. I've then also marked that I had a YouTube binge. So obviously that was my reward for doing whatever kind of tidying I did at that point in time. So go me. I also marked that I spent some time on Twitch. And then again, obviously clearly uneventful day, because even though I've written that I've YouTubed, I've Twitched, I also go ahead and mark that it was a lazy evening. So really, really uneventful day. On to Wednesday, or hump day. Again, I have started the day by marking off work at the top of the day there. And then I've used a half box to mark that I became one with the couch. So once again, not much happening on this day either. I've then marked that once again on Wednesday, I did spend some time watching Twitch. So generally I'm either watching, if I'm not watching like my friends, my close friends, it's ASMR. So like whenever I mark Twitch and I'm non-specific, I just know it was one of the two of those things. So I've then marked that I did some organizing of stickers. And then to finish out Wednesday, I have marked that we had some family time. So when I mark family time, by that I mean that my husband, my two dogs, they are boys. We basically just snuggled on the couch, probably watched some TV, some Netflix, something on TV. I don't know, but that's what that means. Then on to Thursday. What day did I say this was? What was the date? I feel like I have to flick back now, because the first thing that I marked at the top of the day there is that I went to the doctor. So where is my November? So November monthly. So this was the 30th. Maybe this is when I got my GP referral. I don't know. But I've marked going to the doctor. I'm going to assume it was my GP referral, because again, these details will kind of come. I don't know how much I'm going to share and how detailed I'm going to go, but these details will come in later videos. But essentially, my husband and I started IVF in 2024. Again, like I said, more details, more information will come in the 2024 spreads, of course. But to start our IVF journey, we had to get a referral to see a specialist. So I'm going to assume, just based on the timeline, because our first consultation with him was on the 19th of December. So I'm just assuming that this doctor's appointment was the doctor's appointment where I went to see my doctor, I got my referral. Yeah, I wasn't specific again. So that's what I'm assuming, because I don't generally go to the doctors often. So there's that. Then after I was done with my doctor's appointment, I came home and it was a regular work day. This probably should have been before that, but obviously because of spacing, it didn't work. But on the way home, I did treat myself to McDonald's. I get really anxious when I have to go to like the doctor or the dentist or like any kind of medical professional. So I kind of like bribe myself. And obviously this day, my little treat for going to the doctor was getting some McDonald's. Then I had a broken Sims game. I feel like my Sims game breaks all the time. If you're a simmer or you watch a simmer, you know, every time they do an update, you have to like, if you play with mods, you have to like re-update your mods and rejig your game. And I hate it, but I can't play my game without mods. So it's my own doing, I guess. But I managed to fix my game today and make it playable. And then on that night, I marked that we finished watching Animal Kingdom in its entirety. So yay, go us. I don't know how long it took us, but it was a long time. On to a Friday. Ew, why did I go into the office on a Friday? But apparently I went into the office and worked from office on the Friday, because that was the first thing that I marked at the top of the day there. And then I marked that I got so many gifts. Oh, because this was when I was in my other EA role and we decided to do a Christmas team lunch on this day. So that's why I was in office on a Friday. Because underneath that, I've marked that I got so many gifts, and that was because literally everyone in that team gave one another a present. So I came home with like chocolate and cookies and all of this amazing stuff. Because we were having a team lunch, we logged off early. I think we logged off at like 2 o'clock and had lunch at 2:30. So I've marked finishing early. And then I marked that we had our team lunch at El Cucina and that it was yum. I vaguely remember that I had pasta, and I think everyone else had wine. That's kind of all I remember. But it was yummy. It was fun. It was enjoyable. And then once we got done, I think they closed at like 4. So we left and then we went home. So that was my working day. And then I've marked that night that we watched Violent Night, which off memory has, don't know what his name is, but he's the guy that plays Hopper in Stranger Things. And it's like he's like a Santa vibe, but he's like a violent Santa. And there's obviously reasons for that. You'd have to watch it to understand. But that was the Christmas movie for Friday night. Now on to the weekend. So on Saturday, the first thing that I've marked is having a sleep in. And then we decided to go and try and start our Christmas shopping, because we usually leave it to the last minute every year and it is an absolute pain in the butt. So we wanted to try and get things started this day. So I've marked that we went Christmas shopping. Whilst we were out and Christmas shopping, I did mark that we had Mad Mex for lunch. It is like our go-to favorite cuisine, favorite place to eat when we are shopping. So we had that. And then I, of course, got a cup of coffee, because I can't shop and I can't walk around the shops without a coffee. That's just who I am as a person. That's part of my identity. So I marked that I got a coffee. I then marked that we walked around the shops. And then when we got home, we actually put up the Christmas tree this night. And then the movie of choice for Saturday was called Candy Cane Lane. Again, don't remember it whatsoever, so can't really help you there. But yeah, Candy Cane Lane. And then on to Sunday, the first thing that I've marked there is that I filmed, that I had a lazy morning, that I finished decorating. I did buy some new Christmas decorations and I put some extra bits and pieces up around the house. I'm hoping to do the same for 2024, because I really want to build my Christmas collection. I want to be able to like look around my house and there's like Christmas confetti and Christmas vomit everywhere. My husband won't appreciate it, but I appreciate it. So that's what matters, right? But we finished decorating on this day. Or maybe we put the tree up and didn't put the baubles up until the next day. I don't know. And then that night we watched Polar Express. I also forced my husband to watch Edward Scissorhands because I found out that he's never watched it. And although it's not a Christmas movie, there is the whole like Christmas scene and Christmas decorating. So there was that. And then we finished off by watching Dashing Through the Snow. But that is it for this plan with me. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon for another one.